Hey everybody, Dominic here, and in this video, I have 5 tips for educators that are new to generative AI. Tip number 1, there's more than just ChatGPT. When ChatGPT came out at the end of last year, it made a lot of headlines, and for good reason. But a lot of AI platforms have come out since then. We've got Microsoft's Bing, which is built off of ChatGPT and actually provides you free access to GPT-4. There's Bard from Google, which is another free alternative that has a few unique features available. A more recent platform on the scene is Claude. Claude has a much larger token limit than ChatGPT. What this means is that you can actually upload much larger prompts and get much larger responses from the AI. And when I say you can upload much larger prompts, I'm talking about like you can upload the entire Great Gatsby into your prompt if you really wanted to. Another interesting AI platform is Pi. What makes Pi different is that it's designed to be a social personal assistant that has a built-in voice. If you haven't tried talking to Pi yet, I highly recommend you give it a try. All of these platforms are incredibly powerful, and they each come with their own unique benefits. If you'd like more information about these different AI platforms, check out my website where I have a section dedicated to giving you an overview of each of these platforms and highlight some key features that they each offer. And that brings me to my second tip. Want to learn more about generative AI? Start using it. At this point, there's tons of information out there about what generative AI is and what it's capable of. But that information only goes so far. If you truly want to gain a deep understanding of generative AI and how it can be used, really the best way to do that is to start using it. If you're not sure how to start using these AI tools, check out these different prompts that I have on my website. With each one, you have a different use case for how generative AI could be leveraged. And by using these prompts and remixing them to your own purposes, you may discover some really cool uses that you could employ. Tip number 3, and this is a big one, avoid AI detection tools. It's perfectly understandable that some educators may want to leverage these tools as a way to ensure that students are not just having an AI do their assessments for them. The truth is, these tools are incredibly unreliable. Not only are they notorious for giving false positives, but they can actually unfairly bias non-native English speakers. If you're worried about academic integrity, I would recommend that you look towards other solutions. And that brings me to tip number 4, which is enhance your current assessments through the use of AI. Given that generative AI is an incredibly powerful technology that's here to stay, we should start thinking about how can we redesign our assessments to actually leverage the power of generative AI. By doing so, we're making our assessments more relevant to the real world that our learners are going to find themselves in the future. One simple suggestion is for any type of assessment in which students need to do a brainstorm, encourage students to actually go and use an AI platform in that brainstorming process. On my website, I've got a series of different assessment examples that you could pull from as you start thinking of ways that you might incorporate AI into your own classroom assessments. And tip number 5, address AI in your course syllabus. Whether you see generative AI as a powerful tool that we should definitely embrace, or you see generative AI as an immense threat that we have to be very careful in how we approach, it is critical that we address the use of generative AI in the course syllabus. Students are going to have these tools at their disposal, and the worst thing that we can do is to say nothing about them. When you're putting together your guidelines, be very transparent and give rationale as to why you have the policies that you do, and open up the conversation so that students feel as though they can talk to you about how they would like to use AI. By having that open dialogue, we create a much better community of inquiry within our learning environments. If you need some help with getting started with course policy language, check out my website where I've got 3 different examples of course policies that you can take and start building on for your course syllabus.